It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through San Francisco. It's the Bears and the Niners on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, a terrific matchup to decide who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. The George Halas Trophy awaits the winner of this one, as well as a spot in the Super Bowl. Thanks for being with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, the anticipation's thick. Love this moment where we have a champion in the NFC crowned on this field. Couple of teams don't like each other. What are you going to be watching for in this one, partner?
Yeah, I think one of the coolest things about these conference championship games, Mike, is how well these two teams know each other. When you find yourself here in the NFC, you're playing, not maybe every year, but you're playing each other a lot. You know their tendencies, you know the roster, you know the opposing coaching staff. There's some bad blood built up, not only over the course of this season, but previous ones. And I'll tell you what, we wanted the best two teams in the conference with a game on the line to go to the Super Bowl, and I think we got it.
Well, 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
These are the type of games, Mike, where you can become...
For an opener, Purdy to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way home. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
This place is rocking right now, Mike. I mean, neither one of us can even hear each other speak. This crowd is certainly doing their part. They're trying to create as hostile of an environment as humanly possible to give their team the upper hand. And he's going to have to overcome this atmosphere if he's going to lead his team to the Super Bowl. This isn't going to be an easy task by any stretch of the imagination, but as long as he goes out there and he plays smart and aggressive, they're going to have a shot to fly back home as NFC champs.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Downfield, got him, man, and he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
First down throw, Mahomes. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Niners offense going to take over now for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Gets this one into the hands of Jauan Jennings. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bears offense ready for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. A play fake. Now it's Mahomes. That one's complete to the rookie wide receiver from Southern California. His 1st catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
That's caught by Harrison right side. His 1st catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a 1st down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete to McLeod.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And this will be incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Quick throw here, taken by Hopkins. The Bears are going to have a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line. They'll run with Johnson. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now here's second and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for third and goal. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Stoppage here. One of the 49ers is down. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A give for McCaffrey running right. McCaffrey, 1st down and more. 19 yards on the gain, and that's good for a 1st down.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the 1st quarter, and at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. At the 46-yard line. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll motion over Samuel. 3rd and short. Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Bears offense ready to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system, and all these early sacks. Yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Up the middle they go. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. One quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. 7-3 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Here's 3rd and 7. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Now a give up the middle. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Patrick to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Tory Taylor now. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The 49ers offense ready to get back at it. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. And he's going to be out of bounds. They mark him up near the 35-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right, and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing back the other way. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. To throw, Purdy. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he is on to punt it away for San Francisco. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll push ahead to the 21. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Mahomes back. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now Their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's their punter now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The 49ers offense ready for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. Here's the punter now, as he'll come on to punt this one away. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Mahomes fakes the give and keeps it himself. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
1st down throw, Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll run it on the inside handoff. He'll manage only a couple. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to get to the sticks. He'll wind up losing yardage as they mark him short of the 1st down. And it sets up 4th down. Now Mahomes. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
49ers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. First and 10 for Purdy. That's complete to his running back, Israel Abanikanda. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this. Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Throwing again is Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelce. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to McLeod. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's a second charge timeout to Chicago as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll look Hopkins' way again. This is also complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Mahomes now to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Which one of these two clubs is going to be Super Bowl bound? We'll find out in just a little bit. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. It is the LA Chargers who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. These two teams leave in the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Ray McCloud on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to establish some tempo as we start this one with 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that first down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The Niners offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. That'll be complete to Abanaconda. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
To throw on first down is Purdy. This one is caught by Reed. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Purdy works out of the pistol. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to the air is Purdy. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Purdy going to keep this one himself. And they've got it at the 19-yard line. They're into the red zone and still on the march. 1st down picked up.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mahomes. A pass taken in by Johnson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Jair Brown.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Niners offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's got that complete to Knox. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They bring their tight end right. Purdy now on 2nd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Right side, hauled in by Samuel.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Again in the air for Purdy. That's into the hands of the fullback. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
To the right side, this is McCaffrey. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
The 49ers out for the punt. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Mahomes going to look to run with this one. And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks. A give, and here's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Kelce. Complete. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. Pickup of 46 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays, and After that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
First down throw, Mahomes to the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Mahomes going to keep it himself. He'll get this up close to a 1st down as he stopped just shy of midfield.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. On 2nd down, Purdy. And he's going to be taken down back at the 2-yard line.
So you decide to put the ball in the air deep in your own end zone. That's fine. But the internal clock of the quarterback, it's got to speed up even a little bit more. You cannot hold the ball in this part of the field. And tell you what, he takes the sack, but he's lucky it wasn't a safety.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On the handoff, McCaffrey.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bears offense headed back to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Another run here with Johnson. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Throwing now, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Bears send out their punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Niners offense ready to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. And not much space there, only up to about the 8. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Motion man is the tight end going right. 3rd and short. Purdy. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8. That's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing is Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On second down, Purdy. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. It is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll try and get there on the ground.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately, he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. That is caught. It is Hopkins. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Back to crown the NFC champion after this. Now 2nd and inches. They'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Chicago.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still 1 stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
They're happy, but they're not home yet. They still need a 2-point conversion to keep their Super Bowl dreams alive. And he is going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion works, and we've got ourselves a tie game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to take over possession of the football. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll complete that to his fullback. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. A tight end in motion now. Purdy works out of the pistol. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a big one. This 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
When this offense took the field, in their mind, Mike, they want to end this game in regulation. You do not want to play for overtime. But now as this 4th down comes up, I think this coach has a decision to make. Do you remain aggressive and keep the offense on the field and try to end it here? Or do you make the safe play and punt the ball away and settle for overtime?
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll run with Johnson. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts to stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. The Bears sending out their punt team. Important punt here in this tie game late. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The 49ers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now McCaffrey trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. So, overtime coming up. Reminder, these rules different from the regular season. Each team gets to possess the football once. After that time, it's next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game. And all replay challenges come from upstairs. We'll play as long as we need to until we get a winner. As if playoff football wasn't stressful enough, it is jacked up now. We're back underway with this postseason overtime session. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. 49ers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Purdy. He finds his big receiver. That's Jennings. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And they have the first down. So they get the completion on 1st and 5. And now they'll set up 1st and 10. Now it's McCaffrey. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Purdy. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And that is incomplete. L'Jarius Sneed, tight coverage as he gets in the way of that one. The 49ers out to punt this one. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. The Bears offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Mahomes fakes the give and keeps it himself. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a 1st down.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll go again with Johnson. Past midfield to the 45. And he'll be taken down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This one to win it in overtime. That's long enough, and it's good! On target from long range. Next stop, the Super Bowl.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. So that's a wrap for Greg Olsen and our outstanding crew. I'm Mike Tirico. We'll reconvene in 2 weeks in Santa Clara for Super Bowl 60. Until then, enjoy the rest of your night.